updated since Garland was named the nominee. All right, now at 4, we want to check in with Dr. Jason Johnson.
Jason, hello. John,
good to speak to you.
Good to talk to you. Let's start with John Kasich. He wins Ohio, and at the end of his speech last night, he said that he's ready to face Hillary Clinton in November, and I want to be very respectful, but what does he know that we don't? He doesn't have the delegates.
You know, I put that in the same category as if, like Johnny Manziel had said, I can't wait to face the Steelers next year in a Browns uniform. That's not going to happen either, right? I think, somewhere in John Kasich's brain, he thinks that in a brokered convention, that even if Donald Trump has, over 1,000 delegates, that somehow, some shape, way, or form, he will end up winning on the second ballot. So that's what John Kasich is pretty much talking about at the end of his speech last night.
What does this do, though? Does this at least cause a little, like there's not enough of a ruckus with the GOP right now, but does this at least throw a wrench in the works here with a win? I mean, that's 66 delegates. That's a pretty good chunk.
What it does is this. Right now, in order to win, Donald Trump has to get over about 53% of the remaining delegates. Since it's a winner-take-all situation, he's still got a good chance. But if he's close, if he's just 50, 60, 70 delegates short, then John Kasich is in a position to really control what could happen on the second ballot. And that is the significance of his victory last night.
Well, Jason, a lot of people here in Cleveland are upset because of something Donald Trump said earlier today when being asked about a possible contested convention here in Cleveland. He said that if he had almost enough delegates, they'd have to give it to him. If they didn't, it would be a riot. Are you concerned about that tone?
Well, I've been concerned about Donald Trump's tone for a year. I am all in favor of tough talk. I'm all in favor of telling it like it is. But a candidate who has consistently insulted people, made racist statements, made violent statements, told supporters at his own rallies, hey, beat that guy up and I'll pay your legal fees. I'm not surprised that that kind of candidate would say he would rather, have a riot and have social and political and economic chaos than possibly suffer not being his party's nominee. So I'm not surprised that Donald Trump said that. This is not going to be the last offensive or outlandish thing he says. And I think it's going to be very important for all voters, Republicans and Democrats and independents, to think long and hard about that kind of rhetoric, even beyond the convention, to see if that's the kind of man we want to be president of the United States.
Dr. Jason Johnson, thank you very much for taking the time with us from D.C. there. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Anytime.
All right. Well,